Josh and Elizabeth from Things from Another World, also known as Tfaw.com, here with this week's new releases.
Go ahead and kick it off.
I am kicking it off with Archie Meets Kiss #1. Now, it is no secret to anyone who's followed me on Twitter that I love Archie, and this is a blast. Archie, Sabrina, the Archie gang, Sabrina, Kiss, emo monsters. This was just a really fun romp. My only quibble is sometimes Dan Parent's art is a little too modern. I prefer a bit more of the classic Archie look, but this is great and fun for both Archie fans and people who just want a fun collectible comic.
I wasn't on board at first when I heard about it. I was like, oh, this isn't going to be very good. But it turned out to be really fun, and the tone of it was just really great, and that Kiss is involved with it. It's really fun. So definitely box worthy for me for this little mini series.
Yeah, me too. Box worthy.
Got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #4. Kevin Eastman is back for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They brought it back a few months ago, and this is kind of like a prelude, I would guess, to the actual series. Even though this is issue #4, that's what it feels like. The first arc was kind of the Turtles trying to find Raphael and battling an old kind of nemesis from before they were turned into, before they encountered the ooze and all that. And so I wasn't really a big fan of it, especially like issue #1. It just didn't grab me. #4 is okay. There's a few moments that are really cool in there, but it's kind of fence-worthy. I'll check in from time to time to see what it's about. But
I agree with it being fence-worthy. I thought it was fun. I thought there were some fun elements to it, but it didn't quite gel like the old Eastman and Laird ones. My next is Angel and Faith, #4. This is a great box-worthy series to me. I wasn't really sure. I wasn't a fan of the Angel TV show. Or I should say I didn't watch a lot of it. So I wasn't sure where they were going to go with this, but this is one of my favorite books that Dark Horse puts out. Here, Faith and Angel have been going after this healing serum so they could bring Giles back from the dead. And of course, it turns out with magic gone, things have gone totally awry. We have an interview with Christos Gage and Rebecca Isaacs on our site. And one thing I've noted is that they get the voices so right.
Spot on.
And the art is great. Like the relationship between the two characters is really interesting and intriguing and engrossing without being a will they or won't they sort of tale. So box worthy.
Absolutely. I like I like Angel's struggle here. He's trying to, he's in the darkest period of his life pretty much, and he's trying to bounce back from that and make up for all the evil that he's done, especially recently in Season 8. And so it's good having him out on a mission, actual kind of good guy kind of mission. It feels like an old kind of Buffy episode to me. So yeah, definitely box worthy for this one.
And then our final thing
is the classic Marvel Sirocco statue from Dark Horse
of Iron Man.
And it is really good. If we can, there we go.
Right in front of my face.
Yes, exactly. Trying to get it in focus.
My beauty will overwhelm it. No, just kidding.
So it's a really good gift idea for those Iron Man fans in your life. It's a Sirocco style, so it's just kind of.
It's old school. Yeah. It's like retro style, but it's at a reasonable price. It's a great collectible because you can put it on your desk. It's not going to dominate your entire room. And it's just a cool, unique little piece.
And it comes in a cool little tin with a little button and stuff that you can put in the stocking stuffer or put just a nice little bow. It's already wrapped in that tin basically.
It's
it's really cool. So.
Great. Well, that's what we have for you this week. Thanks so much for watching these videos. If you have any suggestions for what we should do next week, put it in the comments below. And at the end of this video, there'll be a nice coupon to use at tfaw.com.
Take care.